Hi, welcome to FESA 3104, Community Risk Reduction. This is one of the courses, one of the required courses in the FESA program. And I'm Beverly Walker, trying to get everything adjusted here. And so I'm going to be your instructor for this course. This course is a little bit different for a variety of reasons. One is it has no textbook. There is a textbook that's recommended that is more about communities and neighborhoods than it is about risk reduction, and it's very expensive. And so I opt not to have students buy that text. But in the alternative, there's still reading. There's still, I've tried to incorporate videos. I try to do lectures. Some people have struggled a little bit when there's not that textbook. I am hoping at some point in my career to write a textbook for this course. We'll see how that goes. But in the meantime, it looks like there's a lot of stuff on the course site. If you look through it, don't be scared because some of the things are smaller. I'm hoping to have several maybe class discussions, class meetings virtually as we go through this semester to kind of figure all this out. But I did write down some notes of things that I wanted you to make note of. As I said in, I believe, my introductory video that I sent out to the whole FESA group, I tend to post everything in the content. If you just go to content and you scroll down the side and click on those little boxes, you should be good. I'm trying to pace you again as we go through this so that everybody is experiencing the same thing at each time. In this course where there is no textbook, some of you may have more experience than others. Some of you, it may be a little awkward if you're not in a fire or emergency services department. It might be a little challenging for you. So I want to make sure that our experienced folks are helping those that need it. So on each course site, and I can't remember if I mentioned this in the video or not, there's a National Fire Academy application. You get certificates for these courses that you take through us. And so I need for you to complete that, follow the directions in the completion process. I have to fill in the course code and that kind of thing. Basically, I need your name, your address, and sign it. And you can send it back. There's a place in the assignment box for that. And I'm trying to recycle them as we go through each semester so that you only have to do it once. So that's what I am working on. In this course, there is a section called supplemental readings, and excuse me while I look, I just want to make sure I'm calling it the right thing. Yes, it is. I take that back. It's called course resources. Under course resources, there is a section called supplemental readings, and I may refer to those from time to time in some of my lectures, just because these are things. As I said, there's no textbook here. And so these are some readings. There's examples of risk reduction projects. In this course, your final project will be developing a risk reduction project for your community. Based upon the work that you do in assessing that risk, assessing the populations, and identifying those intervention strategies. So that is going to be your final project. I'm looking to see if there's anything else in here that might help you. There's information about that course project. And again, there's some resources for that. And as I go through, this is a hard course for me because it's what I did for most of my career. And I'm very passionate about it. And I believe in the concept. I believe that it'll work. And a lot of people have had pushback in their organizations from such activities. But no firefighter ever died in a fire. That didn't happen. And so not only are we taking care of our communities, we're taking care of each other by performing risk reduction activities. Risk reduction is not something that the Prevention Bureau does solely, encapsulated. It is the whole department. And we'll talk about that concept of an institutionalized concept with it from the top to the bottom. And so there's a lot of, this is kind of a new thing. It's kind of growing pains. And it doesn't just go to fires. EMS, think about that. Think about crime prevention. All of those kinds of things, if we respond to it, we can probably prevent it. With the exception maybe of some of those natural disasters, but we can help people be prepared for it so that they will survive in a better fashion. So that's what this course is about. I hope that if you have any problems or issues kind of figuring out what's going on, please let me know. And I will try to fill in some of those gaps. I'm going to try to really embed myself in this course as far as many lectures along the way. Another reason not to get too far ahead. But to me, this is on the front end, or it's a front runner in many departments today at how they are viewing their role in the community. It's not just to go to fires. It's not just to go to vehicle wrecks. It's not just to take people to the hospital. It is to prevent these things from happening. And we're not putting ourselves out of a job. That'll never happen. But we can certainly minimize that risk. We may not be able to eliminate it totally, but we can minimize that risk to ourselves and others by doing some of this community risk reduction work. So glad to have you in the course. Let me know if you have any questions, and we will talk to you guys soon. Thanks.